All right. So this is a shot heard around the world. Recent news. This just in that Charlie Kirk. I think he was a guy who was he was like the political commentator. He was conservative. He would go around college campuses debating students. I think he came up with the whole idea of like change my mind, and he would have very good, compelling debates with people, and they were interesting. He was funny. He was charismatic. He was all of that. And unfortunately, this just in that in Utah, when he was on campus debating with students on a college campus, he was unfortunately shot in the neck. And in addition to getting shot in the neck, paramedics and the doctors, they tried to help him out. And unfortunately, it's just in that, he succumbed to his wounds and he ended up, dying. They shot him in the neck, they shot him in a severe artery, he lost a lot of blood, and he ended up getting killed from the shots. Now, I don't know if whether or not they found the perpetrator who has done this to him or not. But yeah, I mean, it's a sad day for conservatives out there and people who watch his videos, people who are a fan of him like myself. I mean, to be honest, I would just say rest in peace to him because it was just it's tragic. He is the first person to actually go out and just have conversations with people, whether or not you agree with them, whether or not you disagree with them. But he was one of the spearheaders for civil dialogue. He never ran away from any confrontation, and he always stood up for what he believed in, and that's something that I can respect, regardless of if you disagree or not. My thing is, there's some stupid people on the internet saying, oh, yeah, he's dead. Yeah, it's a good thing. I mean, really? To be honest, if you disagree with him, you could speak your disagreements respectfully. You don't have to be an asshole or whatever it is, and it doesn't have to resort to violence. The thing is, the only time where things have to resort to violence is, whenever people are low IQ and they can't convey their thoughts with anything other than violence because they don't have the mental capacity to actually convey how it is that they're feeling, through words, That's the thing. And he was 31 years old when he died. I think supposedly he had two kids, and now all of a sudden, now their kids are gonna be fatherless. But yeah, he died doing what he loved, fighting for what he believed in. He believed in American core values and everything like that. And now, he's gone. The Trump, I mean, Donald Trump said something about it. There's so many conservatives that are reacting on it. I mean, this just recently happened, so the details are going to be expressed as the story continues to unfold. But as of now, we do know that he is, in fact, dead. His body was unresponsive. I don't know if he died. Okay, so he got shot in the neck, and then he got taken to the hospital, and then he succumbed to his wounds in the hospital. So he died in the hospital. He didn't die right away, but he was losing a lot of blood. But yeah, ultimately, he's dead. And honestly, that's sad news for the conservative community. It's sad news for Trump supporters. It's sad news for people who are fans of him, for people who believed in his message, for people who, wanted to see a conservative guy preach against all of the ignorance, that we see today with all this woke culture, Generation Z bullshit, PC police, cancel culture, all that shit. We have guys to fight against that shit. He was one of the spearheaders of that, and now he's gone. We live in a world to where people don't want to hear any type of dissenting opinions. If you disagree, they fucking kill you, man. This is crazy, In America, where we have right to free speech, this should never be something that happens. And now people are going to be too afraid to speak their mind on college campuses because of shit like that'll happen, I don't understand. Whenever big people do come in, they should have hired like security to protect this man, things of that nature. Do their due diligence, But yeah, liberals are celebrating his death, and I think it's stupid because, if you say things people don't like, then what do you think is going to happen to you? And you're cheering it happening to somebody you don't like. But if other people don't like you, then what do you think is going to happen to you? But yeah, this is just a video that I wanted to make, just make it quick. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have to say. But until then, man, just rest in peace, Charlie Kirk. You're one of the greatest. And the reason why we're even having the conversation right now of differences of political opinion is because of people like you. That being said, that's pretty much all I have to say. But until then, I'm out. Peace.